and responsible living. The three panel discussions on education, health, and the Sustainable Development Goals offered rich insights grounded in both human values and the contemporary realities. Institutional and individual experience sharing sessions have been a living examples of UHV and the beacon of understanding. Alongside the two seminar talks on holistic value-based counseling and school education reinforced the understanding that integration of UHV is significant for sustainable transformation of the young minds from assumptions to reality. With this at this juncture of valedictory session, it is my honor to invite our session chair, Dr. Rajneesh Arora sir, to offer the opening remarks of this valedictory session. Dr. Rajneesh Arora is an alumnus of IIT Delhi, a former Vice Chancellor of Punjab Technical University. He is a chairman of National Coordination Committee Induction Program, AICTE, and a national leader in integrating universal human values into higher and technical education. He is a pioneer in institutionalizing human values courses across institutions and has consistently demonstrated how education can become a powerful instrument of social transformation. Welcome, sir, for your opening remarks. Rajneesh, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Manishi ji. I'm really happy that now we have come to the last session of this 3-day conference. It was really a very hectic schedule we have passed, and we have heard so many panelists, and we had plenary talks, etc. In this session, I welcome our guest of honor from Bhutan, Shri Om Dorji Om, who is president of YDF Young Development Fund in Bhutan, and we will listen to him at the end as guest of honor. And before this, we will have 5 reports in this closing session. As Manishi ji has already told, that we had 3 panel discussions on education, health, and sustainable development goals. And we will also listen to 2 reports of those 2 talks, school seminar talk and counseling seminar talk. We will also have the recommendations from the conference, and then we will have some deliberations by the delegates. I'll request all the delegates who are participating in this closing session that they should participate during the 10 minutes of deliberations. We expect that let us share our commitments, that after going through this 3-day conference, what are our commitments to this Universal Human Values program. So not taking much time, I'll request our first rapporteur, Umesh Jadhav ji, to present his report of panel on education. Umesh Jadhav ji, please.
Sir, there is a change that I would like to draw the attention. Thank you, sir, for the opening of valedictory session. As you have already said, we now move on to the report of the panel on education, which explored how education can move beyond skill and knowledge to nurture values, responsibility, and holistic development. For this, I request Dr. Kumar Sambhav to kindly present the report of the panel on education. Dr. Kumar Sambhav is a senior Universal Human Values resource person and an alumnus of IIT Kanpur. He is a key contributing author of the seminal textbook, Understanding Human Being, Nature and Existence Comprehensively. He currently serves as professor and acting director at the UP Institute of Design, Noida, integrating academic excellence with value-oriented educational practices. Dr. Kumar Sambhavji, we request the education report, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Manishi, and namaste, Dr. Ranjish. So,
Namaste.
namaste. So we had a panel discussion on all the 3 days, and there is still one panel that is going to discuss at night. So based on the 8 sessions that we had, I'm going to share the summary and the recommendations. So the themes for the 3 days have been: day 1, need for empowering youth through value-driven higher education. Day 2, we discussed about the vision for empowering youth through value-driven higher education. And on day 3, we have been discussing the plans and programs for effective implementation of value-driven higher education. And one such discussion is going to follow in the night shift. Now, if you look at the participants, then more than 75 panelists outside the closed team that we have participated from different countries so far. We have another panel discussion in the night shift. And the countries from which panelists participated, so that includes India, United States, Dubai, Australia, Vietnam, Indonesia, Suriname, Bangladesh, Greece, Nigeria, and Philippines. Now, based on the deliberation on day 1, when we discussed about the need for empowering youth through value-driven education, so through a comprehensive SWOT analysis, participants examined how the digital proficiency and social awareness of today's youth are often undermined by the mental health struggles and a lack of clear purpose. The discussion highlighted that while technology provides unprecedented access to information, it cannot replace the essential guidance of mentors who foster ethical development and emotional resilience. The expert panelists, ranging from students to engineering professors, deans, and directors, deliberated that while digital tools offer vast global opportunities, they also present threats of misinformation and social comparison that necessitate a shift from simple information transfer to holistic life transformation. So they could easily see that education is not merely a process of information transfer, but that is a process of holistic transformation. Ultimately, the speakers emphasize that mentoring and self-exploration are essential to developing the human consciousness and ethical clarity required for students to navigate a rapidly evolving world with resilience and empathy, and advocated for a value-led educational framework that transforms students from mere information consumers into responsible, holistic leaders capable of achieving authentic happiness and social harmony. Then the day 2 deliberation, that was on the vision. So the panels on the second day reaffirmed the urgent need to reorient education from a fragmented, career-centric outlook to a holistic vision of life that enables youth to live with clarity, confidence, and purpose. The panelists emphasized that true education must help students understand the interconnectedness of self, family, society, and nature, and thereby nurturing social responsible behavior, environmental sensitivity, ethical conduct, and a healthy way of living. Drawing from both scholarly insights and student experiences, the discussion highlighted how mentorship, self-awareness, and value-based guidance empower young people to overcome distractions such as digital overload and to align their aspirations with meaningful and compassionate living. The panel further underscored that excellence in education is not merely about competitive achievement, but about developing competence rooted in gratitude, responsibility, and contribution to the larger human goal. Ultimately, the consensus emerged that value-driven education must be grounded in inputs that are universal, rational, and verifiable, ensuring inner harmony, societal trust, and ecological balance, and thereby laying a sustainable foundation for personal fulfillment and global peace. On day 3, we talked about the plans and programs for effective implementation of value-driven higher education. So on day 3, panel synthesized insights from both sessions to present a clear and actionable vision for augmenting value-driven education. The panel emphasized the 3-step transformation framework, beginning with the inclusion of universal human values as a formal course, followed by the integration of values across all academic disciplines, and culminating in value-based living, where harmony is practiced at the individual, societal, and ecological levels. Reflecting on the dual nature of today's youth, the discussion acknowledged that while Gen Z students are technologically adept, creative, and socially conscious, Many face challenges related to purposelessness, mental stress, and excessive dependence on technology. The panelists expressed deep concern over the current crisis in humanistic education, noting that an overemphasis on technological and commercial meritocracy has pushed it to a critical state. In response, they reiterated that the true aim of higher education must be to nurture graduates with a holistic vision of life, ethical conduct, social and environmental responsibility, and a spirit of gratitude and excellence. The discussion concluded with a strong call to humanize technical skills by grounding them in values so that competencies such as engineering, management, or programming are directed not merely towards employment but towards solving societal challenges, fostering well-being, and ensuring harmony with the nature. Now, based on the discussion, there were certain recommendations that could be made out. So, based on the combined deliberations across all panels, the following 5 key recommendations emerged for strengthening value-driven education in higher learning institutions. First one, institutionalize mentorship and self-exploration. Establish structured yet meaningful mentorship systems that go beyond academic advising to support ethical development, emotional resilience, and clarity of purpose, enabling students to navigate digital overload and mental health challenges. Secondly, reorient education towards a holistic vision of life. Shift the focus from fragmented, career-centric outcomes to an integrated understanding of self, family, society, and nature so that education nurtures responsible, confident, and purpose-driven individuals. Thirdly, integrate universal human values across curriculum. So implement the 3-step transformation framework by introducing universal human values as a formal course, embedding values across all disciplines, and encouraging value-based living as a lived practice within campus life. Next, humanize technology and technical skills. So ground technical education in ethical and societal considerations, ensuring that digital tools and professional competencies are used to solve real societal and environmental problems rather than reinforcing consumerism, misinformation, or unhealthy competition. And lastly, adopt value-based and reflective educational practices. So move beyond information transfer and competitive achievement by adopting pedagogies and assessments that emphasize gratitude, responsibility, ethical clarity, and contribution to societal harmony and ecological balance. So this is all I had to share from the education panel. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor, for those insightful reflections. Moving on another panel, that is the health panel. I think health is inseparable from human values, harmony, and inner well-being. The panel on health offered a deeply integrative perspective, linking physical, mental, and ethical dimensions of human living. I now invite Dr. Sharmila Asthana to present the report of the panel on health. To introduce, Dr. Sharmila Asthana is an MBBS MD, is a senior pediatrician with over 2 decades of clinical and academic experience in India and the USA. Deeply committed to a holistic and integrative approach to health, she has transitioned from full-time medical practice to dedicated work in universal human values and holistic human health. She is a volunteer resource person for AICTE's UHV and holistic health programs and actively contributes to value-based education and health awareness. Welcome, ma'am, to present the health panel's report. Sharmila, ma'am.
Thank you, Dr. Manishi. I hope I'm audible.
Yes, Didi, you are audible.
Thank you. Our screen is visible. I don't think it's visible on your, now maybe, yeah. So if we look at these past 3 days of deliberation in the panel discussion on holistic human health, where the theme was to empower youth to take charge of their health holistically, we had 2 shifts, and in shift 1, we had participants from India and also from Hong Kong. And in this shift, we had in the 3 days, on day 1, we did a SWOT analysis of the state of health of the youth and of the health system. In day 2, we had the vision for a value-based holistic health system. And on day 3, we talked of the implementation of this vision for value-based holistic health. So coming to day 1 of the SWOT analysis of the current state of youth of the health and the health system, it was noted that there are many strengths. The youth, if we look at today's health system, vaccinations, polio eradication, antibiotics, they have transformed the way we look at health. Trauma and surgical care is saving many lives. But at the same time, there are several weaknesses or concerns regarding the system. One is that the stress and mental health of the youth are rising at a very alarming rate. If you look at health, health is not adequately being addressed. The approach is through the body and using medication, using chemicals, and so on. But mental health is not being addressed adequately. Even when we look at physical health, the focus is more on disease and its management for life, rather than actually looking at health. Managing the chronic disease, we are addressing the symptoms, but not necessarily curing the diseases. And lastly, a major concern was that the human being is being looked at in isolation rather than as a part of a larger whole. Looking at the opportunities, there was the opportunity that was brought about on having a holistic approach to health. Of course, there are several threats to this. As we can see, alarming rise in non-communicable diseases and mental health issues, even among youth, as low as in adolescence. But there was a general agreement among all panel members on day 1 that there is a definite need for a holistic perspective on health. Coming to day 2, or before we do that, we'll just take a couple of observations from some of the panelists, that modern medicine predominantly addresses symptoms rather than the root cause of diseases. Another observation was that students should be nourishing not only the body, but also should be taking care of mental health. There is a rise of lifestyle diseases, and the stress levels of students should be addressed. All this was mentioned on day 1 when we were discussing the SWOT analysis. On day 2, on vision for empowering the youth to take charge of their health holistically, several things were brought into focus. One, about the holistic perspective, that human being is not just the body, but a coexistence of self and body. And human being is not an isolated entity, but a part of a larger whole. Secondly, to focus on keep the body healthy, not just on managing disease. Thirdly, understanding the role of the self in keeping the body healthy, so that the priority becomes working towards a healthy self. Fourthly, to see the relatedness among all human beings and having the right feeling towards everyone, including the sick and the infirm, so that there are values in health. All of this could be seen to be a possible way of minimizing the financial burden on society today for the health system. So 4 basic shifts in paradigm were suggested. 1, to move from symptom suppression to treating the root cause. 2, to move from disease-centric approach to health-centric approach. 3, to move from a body-centric approach to a mind or self and body approach. And then lastly, the 4th shift, moving from seeing ourselves in isolation to understanding that we are a part of a larger whole. Again, if we take a couple of observations from some of the panelists, one observation was that this would reduce the cost for disease treatment by introducing healthy lifestyle practices. Another observation was that if we focus on the mind, then this will in a way naturally take charge of physical health. Next slide, please. Going on to day 3, where we were talking of the implementation of this vision for empowering youth to take care of their health holistically. The holistic perspective was discussed to be brought into health education. So human being is a coexistence of self and body, is a part of a larger whole, not an isolated being. And to implement such a vision, the first step would be to understand the human being and its environment holistically. That means to understand the self and what it takes to have harmony in the self. Secondly, to understand the body, or what the harmony of the self with the body would look like, and to understand the environment, that is the harmony in the family, society, and nature. So the proposed way to move forward was discussed as universal human value workshops and holistic human health workshops. This would be for the faculty. Then we could also have universal human value courses and holistic human health courses as add-on courses in student education. All health courses in education, ultimately, it was proposed, should go forward to value-based education. And in case of health, focus on health rather than on disease. So if we look at the details of this, working towards a healthy self, understanding the role of the self in keeping the body healthy, seeing the relatedness to all, having the right feeling towards sick and infirm, and towards all units in nature, shifting focus from managing disease to keeping the body healthy, minimizing the financial burden on society, and ultimately about the discussion on the commitments from the panel. So several of the panelists were quite in agreement with the fact that this is not only required, it is urgently required and needs to be implemented. Some of the people who shared were mentioning already a successful mentor-mentee program at the institutions, as well as the faculty development program, and more such commitments were being discussed to come up in the near future. Dr. Satyanarayanan had shared about developing holistic wellness centers in 4 phases. First phase being to assess the need of the faculties, the students, community, followed by the second phase where you could have small level clinics where counseling of the patients could be done, education of the patients. Then phase 3, and slowly build up and establish holistic wellness centers. And then further going on to have academic support and research also in these areas. Next slide, please. There was a special note from Manoj Jalani ji, who is Director, Department of Health Systems of WHO office in New Delhi. He had mentioned that there have been big concerns within WHO around 3 to 4 areas. One is around the growing lifestyle disorders. 2, whatever medications are being provided, they are highly unsustainable. Thirdly, the other challenge they are facing is in terms of the issue around trust deficit and issues around lack of compassion. So they have challenges in terms of doctors not wanting to go and serve in remote areas, doctors not always being polite and courteous to their patients. What he mentioned was that since we have this vision for a potential to address all of these in a very holistic manner, he said what would be required is in terms of creating and establishing more robust evidence around this, in terms of the why, what, and how, and that can help in terms of really scaling this up. So these were his views in the panel. Ultimately, the recommendations of the panel were The recognition of the need for looking at health holistically, recognition of the desirability of the vision for holistic human health in mainstream medical education and healthcare, and recommendation for the content of the vision for holistic human health to be put forward in education in a manner that is universal, rational, verifiable, and leading to harmony. This is what I had to say. The way forward, of course, to help in understanding, workshops, courses can be made use of in undergraduate medical education, in other medical training, and in practice for health maintenance. So if we look at all of these, some of these have already been happening here at SRM Medical College and Research Center in Chennai. Several of these UHV workshops and even the health workshops have already begun and are in progress. Next slide. Commitments of the panel: commitment to understanding the vision for health by personally attending at least one workshop on universal human values and one on holistic human health. There was commitment to promoting the holistic vision for health in medical education in one's institution by organizing workshops for faculty and students and universal human value and holistic human health courses for students. There was also commitment for establishment of holistic wellness centers at one's institution with availability of integrated care in the form of specialists from various streams of medicine under one roof, providing health education and health maintenance to people from all walks of life with a sharing of knowledge base between all. So this is what I had to share. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sharmila Didi. Again, very stimulating reflections. To hammer at the right place, it is important to understand our own reality as coexistence of self and body, the consciousness and material. Thank you, Didi, once again. Moving further, sustainable development goals can find true direction and sustainability only when rooted in human values and collective responsibility. May I now invite Dr. Gopal Babuji to present the report of the panel on Sustainable Development Goals. Dr. Gopal Babu is an alumnus of IIT Delhi, a committed advocate of value-driven education, and a national resource person in human values, universal human values. He is currently serving as professor and head of the Value Education Cell at Ajay Kumar Garg Engineering College, Ghaziabad. Humble request to present the report on SDGs panel, sir, Dr. Gopal Babu.
Thank you, Dr. Manishi Mishra. So respected dignitaries, esteemed panelists, faculty members, students, and dear participants, I am pleased to present a brief report on the SDG panel held from 19 to 21st December 2025 as a part of ICHVHE 2025 on the theme Empowering Youth to Address the SDGs at the Root through a Holistic Value-Driven Approach. Across 3 days and 9 panel sessions, the conference brought together 56 panelists, including policymakers, vice chancellors, directors, academicians, technocrats, industry experts, researchers, and youth representatives, with participation from India and other countries. So if I talk about day-wise theme, so day 1, we discuss SWOT analysis of today's youth to address SDGs. Day 2, the theme was vision for empowering youth to address SDGs at the root through a holistic, value-driven approach. Day 3, the theme was the policy, blueprint, and implementation roadmap for empowering youth to address SDGs at the root. So now key takeaways of all these sessions, I am going to present comprehensively. So first key takeaway is UHV emerged as the foundation for achieving SDGs. Without value-based clarity, youth energy may unintentionally reproduce the very problem it seeks to solve. Second, youth must be institutional partners, not symbolic participants. Sustainable impact requires youth as co-decision makers in governance and implementation. Education needs a paradigm shift from competition to cooperation and from short-term gratification to long-term societal well-being. SDGs must be embedded across all disciplines, supported by experiential and real-world learning that cultivates responsibility, empathy, and care. Innovation ecosystems such as AI labs and SDG labs are powerful enablers, but technology must be guided by ethical clarities and human values. Mentorship and value-based guidance unlock authentic, responsible youth leadership rooted in trust, inclusion, and concise choice. True sustainability integrates outer success with inner well-being, social harmony, and responsible living. Now, the key recommendations and commitments. So, universal human values should be integrated as a core and compulsory component across all disciplines, enabling ethical understanding and responsible SDG action beyond technical skills. So, commitment from Professor Nirbhay Mishra ji, Dean Vikrant University, Gwalior. He committed to integrate UHV courses across all professional degree programs. Professor K. Satyanarayan Reddy, Vice Chancellor of Srinivas University, Mangaluru, is committed to strengthening UHV-based academic and institutional activities. SDG perspective should be mainstreamed in all programs with assessments evaluating social responsibility, ethical reasoning, and environmental awareness. We need to develop campuses as living SDG labs. Institutions should function as living models of sustainability through cooperation, shared well-being, and responsible resource use. Youth participation must be structured and meaningful, shifting from tokenism to shared accountability in governance and planning. A strong collaboration among institutions, governments, and communities is essential for scalable and coherent SDGs implementation. Then, mandate experiential and nature-based learning. So hands-on engagement with ecology, water, energy, agriculture, community, livelihood should become integral to our education system. Innovation must operate within ethical framework, prioritizing human well-being, equity, and ecological balance. Redefine institutional success matrices. Success should be measured not only by ranking and outputs, but also by social harmony, ethical conduct, environmental impact, and holistic well-being. And overall conclusion, I can say youth are not merely beneficiaries of SDGs. They are the torch bearers. And when they empowered through universal human values, they become the foundation of a just, sustainable, and harmonious future. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Professor, for the reflective report. Moving further, we understand that the future of society is shaped in schools. And the school education seminar highlighted the importance of introducing values at an early and impressionable age. I now invite Dr. Rajkumari ji to present the report of the school seminar talk. Dr. Rajkumari, a specialist officer economist at the Bank of Maharashtra, is a committed UHV volunteer associated with UHV since 2013. She is presently volunteering in Northern region as well as Madhya Pradesh Universal Human Values projects. So I welcome Dr. Rajkumari ji to present the report on school seminar talk.
Namaste to all. Thank you, ma'am, for giving my introduction. My screen will be shared by, I think Akash Bhaiya is sharing the screen. Yes. So the theme of the seminar was value-driven school education. And we are here for key takeaways and recommendations from these seminar talks. Next slide, please. Bhaiya, please change the slide. Yes, so there were the seminar talks for 2 days. Day one, Mr. Shri Dhirendra Chaturvedi ji present was the speaker, and the topic was need and vision. And the another day, second day, the theme was implementation, impact, and the potential of the UHV in school education. It was given by Shri Akhilesh Argalji, former CEO, Rajya Anand Sansthan, Bhopal. So these two seminars were interlinked. That's why, I'm here putting the brief key takeaways from these seminars. Next slide, Priya. So let me start from the key takeaways of MP model. So one of the most significant learning, if we see, has been from the Madhya Pradesh school education system. That this model demonstrates the curriculum integrated value education is feasible at scale through the Anand Sabha program for class 9 to 12. Strong institutional collaboration between state bodies, academic institutions, and value educations has enabled standardized yet flexible learning resources, including textbooks, workbooks, and teachers' manual. A robust human ecosystem has been developed in specifically in Madhya Pradesh school education, if we see. For example, over 300 teachers have been trained through structured dialogue-based UHV workshops, around 150 committed volunteers prepared to support expansion of UHV activities in school education, clear coordination mechanisms at divisional levels, ensuring continuity, mentoring, and quality assurance. So, this ecosystem shows that value education can be systematic, rigorous, and at the same time scalable when institutional intent aligns with human commitment. Moving towards the another slide, we have here some other key takeaways also. For example, value education is not an add-on. It has been discussed by Sri Dhirendra Chaturvedi ji. It is not an add-on, not a curricular activity, and we also have seen that it is a core necessity of education, specifically if we are talking about school education. When right understanding complements skills, students gain clarity in career choices as well as confidence in life decisions. Because teachers play a pivotal role here when they will be empowered through UHV based orientations, they become catalyst of a nurturing school culture, connecting students, parents, as well as principals meaningfully. Therefore, the UHV integrated school education model of MP experience clearly demonstrates that large scale integration is practical, replicable, and sustainable, setting a strong precedent for other states and nations. So the recommendations, moving towards the next slide, if we see the recommendations, based on these learnings or the key takeaways of these 2 days seminar talks, several forward-looking recommendations emerged through these seminar talks. Value-based school education must be recognized as a national and institutional priority. Another one is human values should be formally integrated into education, specifically in school education. Continuous teacher development through orientation, refresher workshops, whether online or face-to-face programs, must be ensured. Structured UHV cell, mentoring systems, and volunteer networks should support classroom implementation also. Regular planning and coordination forum, for example, weekly meetings are there, and coordination meetings are there for planning and executions. And if we want to evaluate, we want to review, then there are some review meetings to motivate our volunteers in UP, all in MP. All these forums at regional and state levels, they must be institutionalized. And moreover, strong documentation, reporting, and impact assessment mechanism are also essential, because these are the things where we can trace our real progress, what we are making in different institutions or different schools. Division wise also we can call, because in MP the project is working division wise. Interstate and international collaboration should be encouraged to share best practices and enable global replication. So these steps together we can see that can convert vision into sustained actions. So in the end, I can say in the last slide, we are moving towards the concluding message of these seminar talks. So I would like to conclude with this powerful reminder that has guided our discussions, that education must create fulfilled human beings, not just skilled professionals. And the experience shared here clearly shows that value-driven education is scalable, practical, and transformative, not only for individuals, but also for society at large. So let us carry forward this collective resolve, strengthen global partnership, and work together to ensure that education truly serves humanity. This is all from my side. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Dr. Rajkumari ji, for your report on seminar talk on school education, which is again pretty reflective. For the next report, I would like to say that counseling rooted in universal human values enables individuals to gain clarity, emotional stability, and confidence in living. The UHV-based counseling seminar beautifully demonstrated this integration. May I now invite Dr. Amal Azad to present the report of the counseling seminar talk. Dr. Amal Azad Sahib is an alumnus of IIT Madras, presently an associate professor of civil engineering at TKM College of Engineering, Kollam. As the coordinator of the Universal Human Values Cell at TKM College of Engineering, she actively promotes value-based education, ethical engineering practice, and peaceful coexistence through academic leadership and community engagement. So welcome, madam. Kindly present your report. Dr. Amal Azad.
Namaste, Manishi ma'am. Am I audible to all of you?
Yes, yes, you are audible. You are audible.
I hope my screen is also visible to all.
Yes.
Namaste and warm greetings to one and all.
Yeah, you can put the PPT in presentation mode.
Right. All right. Yes, I'll be presenting before you the recommendations, the conclusions and recommendations of the counseling panel of the 10th ICHB. Our motto, empowering youth to unlock their full potential with a holistic, value-based approach to counseling. The themes for the 3-day conference in the counseling panel were these. On day 1, we had the SWOT analysis of the state of health of youth and of the health systems. And on day 2, we had the vision for empowering the youth to take care of their health holistically. And on the 3rd day, we had the implementation of the vision for this holistic value-based counseling. The conclusions were that the SWOT analysis of the state of the health of youth and of the health systems showed that while the youth represents immense potential, they are also battling issues like aimlessness, lack of right understanding, and a high mental health burden. While there are several challenges in youth health today with increasing stress, anxiety, depression, suicides, and suicide ideations, suicide being the 3rd leading cause of death globally and the leading cause of death in India. There are also opportunities to proactively integrate aspiration-centric, universal human value courses in education and enhance the existing models for counseling. A vision for holistic value-based counseling based on inputs from UHV, the Universal Human Values, is proposed, which includes a referral to the innate divinity within each one of us, which is the natural acceptance. understanding the reality of the human being as a coexistence of the self and the body, recognizing the basic human aspirations of happiness, which is harmony in continuity, and its fulfillment by right understanding and right feeling. The proposed vision for holistic value-based counseling is suggested to address youth in the post-active, that is the concern-centric aspiration stage. Those in the reactive or crisis stage may need medication in a controlled setting or even hospitalization. This holistic value-based counseling has the potential for ensuring harmony at the level of the self, body, family, society, and nature. This holistic value-based counseling can be used as a standalone model or incorporated in a pre-existing counseling model with a view to enhancing it. The proposed sequence of holistic value-based counseling is to introduce the 10-step structure based on the AUP framework of acceptance, understanding, and practice. Acceptance includes trust building with the facilitator and an acceptance of the current state in the youth. Understanding involves referring to natural acceptance, identifying the misunderstood reality, and seeing it as it is, while practice involves validating the understanding experientially and sustaining it with daily self-exploration. Moving to become self-organized and participating meaningfully in family, society, and nature. The way forward would be to try out this 10-step HVC model in collaborating institutions by prepared counselors. The feedback from these trials could be collected and analyzed to refine the model further in the future. The recommendations by the counseling seminar are these. The recognition of the urgent need for a holistic value-based counseling approach on the basis of the current catastrophic state of mental health of the youth. Desirability of the proposed vision for holistic value-based counseling model with the AUP framework, which is the acceptance, understanding, and practice, to be brought in use at the earliest, either as a standalone model or to enhance the existing models. The 10-step HVC, the holistic value-based counseling model, to be tried out in collaborating institutions by prepared counselors with UHV background. And lastly, feedback from the trials to be collected, analyzed, and used for further refining the model. That's it from our side. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Amal Azadji, offering a new hope to sustainable counseling. We now come to one of the most significant outcomes of this conference, the recommendations, which reflect our collective learning, reflection, and resolve. I request Sri Umesh Jadhav ji to kindly present the recommendations emerging from this 3-day international conference on universal human values. Dr. Umesh Jadhav is a national resource person for universal human values and has been exploring UHV proposals to understand existential realities. A former faculty member at Gedu College of Business Studies, Royal University of Bhutan, has conducted many faculty development programs across India and Bhutan. He currently contributes as a member of the NCCIP under AICTE and also serves as a regional coordinator for UHV Western region. We welcome you, sir, for your report, for your recommendations of this 3-day international conference. Dr. Umesh Jadhav ji.
Thank you, Dr. Manishi ji. Good afternoon, everyone. I, on behalf of all the participants of 10th International Conference on Human Values in Higher Education, presenting conference recommendation. The theme of the conference was empowering youth through value-driven education for a happy and peaceful society. This conference was held from 19th of December to the 21st of December 2025. In this conference, we had over 450 speakers, more than 3,000 delegates, over 3 days and nights. 64 sessions, 1.5 hours each, were conducted. 8 keynote sessions, 18 panel discussions, 10 seminar talks, and 23 experience sharing. Based on the deliberations during these sessions, the conference participants collectively proposed the following specific and actionable recommendation for adoption of institutions, policymakers, and practitioners. The list is prioritized by number 1, urgency of the need, and 2, magnitude of potential global impact. These draft recommendations are intended to guide the implementations of these specific actions. The 10 most important recommendations of the conference are: number 1, retreat and endorse the AICT Steering Committee resolutions advocating the extension of universal human values courses to all higher education institutions beyond technical education. The immense transformative energy of the youth will thus be channeled for global well-being. Holistic, value-based education must be a national and the global priority. Number 2, endorse the IRMA impact study recommendation to extend the UHV program to the K-12 education system, particularly from grade 9 onwards, to ensure deeper and longer lasting impact. Value education is a core need, not just an additional subject. We congratulate Rajyanand Sansthan, Madhya Pradesh, India's implementation. It is a validation that it can be achieved on a large scale in the school education. Number 3, encourage forward-looking medical universities and educational institutions to incorporate holistic human health programs and to document and share their impact. Shift from body and disease-centric to integrated self and body and self-regulation based approach in health and wellness initiatives. Number 4, recommend the inclusion of 6 common graduate attributes reflecting human values, ethical orientation, and holistic development within the course outcome, program outcomes, and faculty and the student evaluation frameworks at all the levels of education, particularly in higher education. Number 5, we commend the pioneering contribution of Bhutan Institute of Wellbeing in Human Wellbeing and call upon UHV team to urgently develop a UHV-based holistic counseling model. Number 6, recommend the development of a regional level UHV-based vision and program to address sustainable development goals at the root. Number 7, support the proposal to organize an international Vice Chancellor's conclave during the future editions of this conference. Number 8, resolve to maintain engagement with interested international delegates through the creation of an international UHV Connect team, including the identification of international UHV single point of contact or the country coordinators. Number 9, develop university as a living laboratories of value-based education and sustainability, demonstrating participatory governance, ethical technology use, and social responsibility in practice. Number 10, recommend the development of indices including a consciousness-based human development index, HDI, and a human goal-based societal development index, SDI. These can be true indicators of national and the global progress. In closing, the conference affirms that the sustainable human well-being and the societal harmony required a values-based reorientation of education, development, counseling, and the rehab system. The conference resolved that these recommendations be taken forward through policy dialogue, institutional pilots, capacity building initiatives, and collaborative research, with a shared aim of advancing human well-being, social harmony, and sustainable development. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Bhaiya. for those valuable recommendations. If implemented, may revolutionize the education to humanness or humane education for well-being of all. At this juncture, we invite again our session chair, Dr. Rajneesh Arora sir, to encourage the delegates to share their commitments, how they intend to translate the insights of this conference into action, practice, and institutional initiatives. May I request Dr. Rajneesh Arora to kindly guide this segment.
Thank you, Manishi-ji. You have asked me to again do the same thing which has already been done in 3 days in long sessions. And we have already summarized all the reports of panel discussions and seminar talks. And at the end, we have heard about the detailed recommendations of the conference. Now, as closing remarks, I will not say much. I'll just repeat. Let all that we have explored and found meaningful, let all that we have explored and found meaningful be carried far and wide by realized teachers and be supported by generous patrons. And we need to ensure that these teachings and wisdom are sustained for all the time to come. With these words, just in one sentence, I will say that now we have to carry it forward, and we look forward to again coming in the next conference when we will have much more than the current participation. This time we had participants from 55 countries, and we will again move to the next milestone. And I'm sure that all of us are going from this conference with a lot of enthusiasm in our mind. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Rajneesh sir. Rajneesh
Yes.
sir, before we, call the delegates and the participants for the next conference, let's have the recommendations, not recommendations, but commitments.
Commitments.
From the
Yes,
present
I agree with
delegates.
you. I agree with you.
Yeah.
We have
I mean, those who have
time also.
participated this time, how they see themselves and what are their commitments for, further action and practicing what they have got from this conference and institutional initiatives that they are going to take.
Yes, Manishi-ji, we can ask our participants to raise their hand, and then you can call them one by one to share their commitments.
Ji. Yes, we have 2 hands raised right now from Lakshmikant Vashisht Assistant Professor, Dr. R.K. Mohanty ji. Lakshmikant ji, you can unmute your mic and share your commitments. Lakshmikant ji. Till then, Dr. Aisha Hina ji.
Namaste all. I hope I'm
Namaste.
audible.
Ji, you are audible, ma'am.
Yeah, this is Dr. Aisha Hina. I am from Kalaburgi, Karnataka. I have also attended the 9th International Conference. I am a regular attendee in the morning sessions from 8th batch onwards till date. And I'm looking forward and glad to be a part of the next international conference also, because the insights that we are getting, the takeaways that we take from the conferences will have definitely have an impact on our lives. As a teacher, I'm trying that individually. I do my best part in the contribution towards this journey, because I feel that the universal human values is something which is most essential part of our life as human beings. So we need to focus on this as the important aspect of our life. The more important than the skills, more important than the education, first comes the universal human values. and then the rest all the things are coming in the priority according to me. And also I want that everybody who is capable of their own with their own capability, with their own efforts, whatever everyone each one of us are blessed with, we can participate in the universal humane society, so that we we need to work on a hierarchical level rather, I feel, because individually we can do to a limited extent. If it is implemented, like, we all of us are living in an environment where everything comes with some kind of expectations. Like, if students, we are quoting for the students, they are studying only for the marks. If we look into the faculty, they are only they're only, if they are done with the syllabus, if they are done with their duty, that is over. So that's why if we can sort out some solution in that way only, which is now understandable by the students, by the faculty, by the management, so that we impose restrictions from the UGC ICT, sort of like now in the higher education institution have come up with a bill. So if we can impose restrictions through the main panel bodies only, then it is going to work out effectively, I feel, rather than like we are only having an understanding, we are having only in the form of an information, and this is not sufficient. I feel it has to come into our lives, it has to be part of our lives. Each one of us need to lead a life based on universal human values, so it has to be implemented, it has to come along in the hierarchical way. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, Dr. Hina, for your commitments and the way you foresee the implementation of universal human values for yourself and for your students and institution. Thank you. Next, Kishore M. Muleji, you have unmuted your mic. Maybe have your commitments.
Good afternoon, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, now you are audible.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. First, I would like to express my heartfelt thanks for allowing me to speak at this wonderful event. As a teacher, I practice UHV by taking regular sessions at my institute, that is Rajiv Gandhi College of Engineering, Research and Technology, Chandrapur. While going through this conference, I realized that I contribute very little to universal human values. Earlier, I used to feel that I contribute so much, but attending this conference and listening to the experts have made me realize that my contribution is far less, and I have a lot more ground to cover. So this conference has forced me to think in a direction that yes, I need to contribute more towards implementing these values in myself, as well as propagating these values to my students. So as a student of UHV, I would like to make commitments that yes, I would be attending more such conferences in future. Moreover, whatever books have been suggested, I would like to read those books and add my knowledge base. Thank you, one and all, for giving me this opportunity to speak. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Kishore M. Mule, for your
Thank you, ma'am.
commitment, for your understanding and realization that we need to contribute more than this, what we are doing right now, for the kind of world that we want to see for our future generations. Thank you so much. So,
Thank you, ma'am.
Dr. Praveen Kataria ji, Director General.
Namaskar, ma'am.
Namaste.
Namaskar, ma'am. First of all, I would like to thank that for giving me the opportunity to speak. I'm attending morning sessions regularly, and after attending morning sessions and along with this international workshop, I want to take this concept of universal human values to all the students present in my campus. In our campus, we have around 3,500 students. So although we are conducting this program only for AICT courses, but now we have pharmacy, nursing, and other courses as well. I want to take this concept to all the students. So this is commitment from my side that in the next semester, I will be touching all the students. And recently, we have developed a universal human values cell also in the campus. And I have lot many other commitments also. I'm feeling very, very energetic that I will be going through all the commitments. I want to take this universal human values to all schools of Punjab as well as Chandigarh. And I also want to take this concept to the nearby colonies. There are many colonies around Chandigarh which are very, very less privileged. So I want to work over there. And as an initiative for having and having nots, I have started in the last month only. I have started I have taken an initiative in my own campus only with the name Helping Hands Hub. In that, we requested all of our staff members to donate the extra items they are having at home. And I myself, we donated stationery and lot many other household items, including clothes and other things. And it was a great success. We organized the exhibition for the poor students, for the students who are coming from the reserve category. And we were very cautious that how the students will take this. But to our surprise, all the students have taken that stuff very happily, and they were happy to receive, and they were asking then when next we will be conducting the same kind of exhibition. And I am also for taking care of Mother Earth. I have planned to plant many, many trees last year. I take a oath that I will be planting 1,000 trees, but I was not able to do that. I was able to plant only 500 trees in my campus only. And next year, I want to take that commitment again, along with my students, and I will be taking care of the universal human values cell in my campus. I will try that with the help of all, with the blessings of all, and with your guidance and support. So in the next international conference, I will be the one of the panelists and with a lot of achievements by then. So I'm committing it to myself that by that time I will be doing a lot of work so that I can say to myself that I deserve to be a panelist. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Parveen, for your zeal, enthusiasm, the way you are moving ahead with values. It is going to make a big impact on your students and the society for sure. So we can have a few more, one more at least reflection, commitment from Professor
evening.
Dr. G. Prasanthi.
Yeah, Namaste, one and all. I'm very
Namaste.
happy to be a full-time volunteer in this conference. I had an opportunity to serve the faculty and students in my university with the help of my vice chancellors and registrars, the present vice chancellor, Professor H. Darshan Rao, and the registrar, Professor S. Krishna Garudar, extending all the help to us and all the colleges. And the sharing I heard now, I really was pleased to listen to the comments from the external panelists also, saying that JNTU Anantapur is in forefront and has spread this UHV to all the colleges, and Telangana is also picking up. So now my commitment is, as now we have taken this to all the colleges, I would like to work for the societal development. Already the teams are formed in our SCR region and take it more to the society. As an initiative, I have first delivered this UHV to a gathering of small people in our place, and further see that we take it in the right spirit, because the mindset is to be changed. The people in the society should have this right understanding and right feeling in relationships. So this is very important for me. I'll try to stick to the commitment and see you again in the next international conference. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity.
Sure, Dr. Prashanti. We'll see once again in the next conference and even before that. So, Sarita Tiwari ji.
Yeah. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm feeling very privileged while attending this conference. And my commitment to this conference is that I will try to foster the universal human values in my students. And I will also want to attend such more conferences on UHV because it is very informative, it's very humane, and it fosters the value of universal human values in us. And even students also need these kind of values so that they can perform well in their course of studies, as well as when they go out in their professional sphere. Then also these values will help them overall in their lives. So I am committed towards fostering these values in myself as well as in my students in the coming times. And even I want to attend the physical conferences also, because till now I've attended online. One FDP I've attended in Dronachar group of institutions only in June 2023. It was a self-funded FDP which was conducted by our institution. So that was also very informative session and an FDP. So from there only, and before that, I have attended a 5 days FDP that was online. So from there was a urge of learning more and more about the human values. And I started teaching as a subject, as a curriculum in my institution, the UHV. So now I'm committed to learn more from such a resourceful persons, the panelists, everyone, as the conference I attended this week. So I'm very thankful to all of you. Thank you.
Sarita ji, thank you for your commitment. Where are you from?
I'm from Dronacharya Group of Institutions, sir, Greater Noida.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
We have Chikala Padmavati ji. Chilakala Padmavati ji.
Thank you to all of you for giving this opportunity, ma'am. Actually, I'm a doctor from community medicine, ma'am.
Ji.
So we have been reading so many documents on so many risk behavior regarding mental health, digital health, and students being spoiled because of the social media, internet addiction, physical inactivity, everything, ma'am. So many risk behaviors are there. Aggressiveness have increased, violence have increased. So actually thinking all this, I started youth risk behavior survey to assess the risk in the youth and to ask the government to recommend government to implement multi-faith spiritual education across India in all colleges of India. I started the survey in 2023, and it is all almost have been working on the same, ma'am. Now the document is getting ready. It is only to get this value-based education across all colleges of India. But it is my fortune. It is coming into real picture. Actually, there are some more things we have to correct it, ma'am. Not only implementing human education at college levels, we have to correct it at community level also. We are measuring healthy villages in terms of structural things, not based on values. How many youth are working as survey? How many youth are from NCC from that village? How many number of this orphanages are in this? There should not be any old age homes in that village. There should be very less amount of orphanages in the village. That should be the indicators. That is not there in the modules. The social indicators in the village, healthy village. In a sustained development, what we are finally want to achieve. In sustained development, we have to see that the number of hospitals should come down. Number of risk behaviors in youth should come down. Mental illness, suicide should come down. So service activity should go up. Orphanages, old age homes should come down. So our indicators, what we are measuring itself is bad. It's not correct. At community level, there are so many things to correct. At least we have analyzed that the counseling models are being corrected now. It is very happy. But we need correction at other modules also, ma'am. And we need to improve nationality among students. We need to improve characters in character building in the students. We have to make them leaders so that they will have that nationalism to make India proud. Even Panchayat Raj institutions has to take care of the youth of the related village, ma'am. So many corrections have been writing in the document. Maybe in a month it will be released. I'm very thankful to you, all of you, ma'am.
Thank you, Chilakala ma'am. I don't know where you are allocated, But then we would like to be in touch with you so that we can talk in much depth to resolve the concerns that you have and what can we do the way we are looking forward towards the society. Thank
Yes.
you. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Vaishnavi and Siri, we want you to raise your hands. Vaishnavi. So that mic can be provided. We would like to listen to your commitment from here. Vaishnavi and Siri.
Good evening.
Yeah.
Good evening, madam. I'm the delegate.
Ji.
Can we? Hello.
Yes, Dr. Salim.
Yeah. Good evening, madam, and good evening to everyone out here. So I just want to tell my commitments on the 10th International Conference on Human Values in Higher Education. So in fact, we got to learn very new ideas and important ideas. Your conference has given a lot of clear directions and then motivations, madam, to us. And we will commit to it, making sure that actively applying the learnings from this 10th conference in teaching, mentoring and counseling. So we'll make sure that we'll create a supportive, inclusive and student-friendly academic environment in the campuses. And we will try to guide all the students in terms of academic excellence and their personal well-being, as well as the social responsibility as well. So we'll work towards the self-improvement of the students and their emotional and ethical development. So lastly, I would like to thank the organizers of this conference and UHP Foundation. And in fact, we are able to see the organizers and speakers are really energetic and then very experienced, madam. So if we see you all, we feel like we should do a lot. And then
Thank
there
you,
is
Dr. Salim, for all your appreciation and encouragement. And we are happy that you have made a commitment to work on yourself and your students. Let's have more commitments from others as well. So we would like to be in touch with you and help each other to grow. Yes, thank
yes,
you.
madam. We are seeing only your videos. We're able to make out how energetic all the speakers and then you people are. So we are still in middle level of journey. We have a lot to do for the country and the nation, where we can be part of nation building and promoting the peace, harmony, and global responsibility. Thank you for the opportunity, madam, and thank you everyone and all the speakers.
Ji. So
Good evening,
Vaishnavi.
ma'am.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, Vaishnavi.
Greetings to all, ma'am. I had got this opportunity and I am very grateful for this opportunity because the faculty, Dr. Prashant Dagavani sir, had told me to experience this. Earlier, I was afraid to how will I talk with the foreign delegates and all. But after 1 and 2 sessions, I got some confidence and I shared my experience with all of the panelists. So, ma'am, this was such an enriching experience where the students who are sitting in their hostel, in their rooms, can talk with the global citizens and various distinguished personalities in all over the India who had reached at certain level, and getting information and experiences from those people is awesome thing. I think all of the 3 days were
Vaishnavi,
so amazing for me.
Vaishnavi, can we have your brief commitment for future?
Sure, ma'am. By learning these universal human values, I will make sure that I will help another people. I will bring prosperity among the society. And as a student, I will make sure that I will be a good human being who get all these values such as right understanding, self-awareness, self-regulation, and honesty. So these are my commitments, ma'am, and I will definitely make sure that I will do this. I will work on this.
Thank you, Vaishnavi. Thank you so much, and all the very best to your
Namaste.
commitment.
Good evening, ma'am.
As we are running now towards the conclusion and left only with 5 minutes. I know everyone wants to share their commitment. It is better we have that commitment, we live by it, materialize it, get it into our actions. That would actually be the real commitment for all of us. So moving ahead with our program.
Namaste.
This valedictory session. Yes, namaste, sir. Namaste.
I will only take 1 minute or 30 seconds. I'm Dr. R.K. Manti from Odisha. I'm really thankful to UHB Foundation team, Rajul ji, Ganesh ji, Kumar Bhaiya ji, and Manish Mishra ji, and others from Odisha. So one thing, only for 2 years I've been here, 1.5 years. A small piece of a brick has been converted into a piece of marble, as I find in myself. Number one. Number two, I don't know, we are in the setting sun, time of the setting sun. Time has already gone because I'm having more than 60. I don't have a time, perhaps. Time is so fast. During this time, I have been with the Dr. Taraji, Rabindra Bhaiya ji, and Dilip Nath Bhaiya ji to different schools and Odisha Adarsh Vidyalaya, and we are planning a lot. I have also written a letter to the governor to train the MLAs of Odisha, and the governor has already approved. And another letter has been sent to all the district magistrates. They will train up their people. So I hope all of you bless me to do something more and go ahead to convert this, that means those of people into something else. Though I cannot do, only you people will guide us and we will go ahead. I like to see a beautiful humanity in the world before I close my eyes. Thank you all. Namaste.
Namaste, namaste, Mohanty Bhaiya. Thank you so much for this beautiful commitment and your reflection. So now it's time to move towards the closure of the program. But before that, maybe have Rajneesh sir the words of blessings to all those who have made these commitments. Would you please put your remarks?
Yes, Manishi ji.
Ji.
Yes, Manishi ji. I'm really happy that our participants have shared their commitments, and I'm sure that after the end of this conference, they'll be going to their places and they'll be implementing all these issues in their life, in their classrooms, and in their families. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Rajneesh sir, for your blessings and words of wisdom. At this moment, it is our privilege and responsibility to acknowledge the many hearts and hands that made this conference not just possible, but meaningful. With deep respect and sincere appreciation, we extend our heartfelt gratitude to our conference patrons, Universal Human Values Foundation Delhi, and All India Council for Technical Education Delhi. Guiding institutions in the expansion of UHV in education, that is AICT, UGC, RAS, and their higher authorities like Chairman AICT, Professor Sitaram, ex-chairman Sri Anil Sehsabode, the former vice-chancellor of different universities from where this course got rooted in the mainstream education. The 36 organizing partner institutions, your unwavering commitment to universal human values, your academic leadership, and your collaborative spirit have been the backbone of their international endeavor. We express our profound gratitude to the host institutions, SRM Delhi NCR campus, SRM ISD Chennai, and Ajay Kumar Garg Engineering College, Ghaziabad. Both broadcasting centers, which is again the host institutions, SRM ISD NCR campus in Chennai, who opened not only their campuses, but also their hearts, ensuring seamless coordination, warmth, and the spirit of togetherness throughout these 3 days. We appreciate the senior policymakers who blessed us with their virtual presence during the conference. His Excellency Shri Vishal Sharma Ji, Ambassador Permanent Representative of India to UNESCO, Paris. Srimati Rashmi Arun Shami, IAS, former Principal Secretary, School Education Department, Government of Madhya Pradesh. We also thank the 7,300 registrations from 55 countries, the speakers, honorable guests of the sessions, panelists, moderators, YouTube moderators, and scribes, and the ones who shared their experiences with special mention to youth, whose wisdom and clarity enriched our collective understanding. And not just this, every delegate who participated with openness, curiosity, and sincerity, transforming this conference into a true dialogue of minds and hearts. The conference is actually offered as a gift by the generous organizing partners and 250 dedicated volunteers, which is the quiet strength behind the scenes. I'm honored to name these organizing partners here. AICT New Delhi, national sponsor. Ajay Kumar Garg Engineering College, Ghaziabad as host. SRMIST NCR campus and Chennai as host. Then Amritsar Group of Colleges, Amritsar. Bhutan Institute of Wellbeing, Bhutan. Bhutan Youth Development Fund. Dr. Subhash University, Junagadh. Gateway Education, Delhi NCR, Sonipat. Govind Ballabh Pant Institute of Engineering and Technology, Pauri Garhwal. Government College of Engineering, Nagpur. Hindustan College of Science and Technology, Mathura. Indra Kumar Gujral, Punjab Technical University, Punjab. Institute of Public Enterprise, Hyderabad. Janardhan Rai Nagar, Rajasthan Vidyapeeth, Udaipur. JSPM's Rajarshi Shahu College of Engineering, Kalinga Institute of Industrial Technology, Kite University, Ghaziabad, KPR Institute of Engineering and Technology, Coimbatore, Maharashtra Institute of Technology, Sambhaji Nagar, Manav Rachna International Institute of Research and Studies, Mar Basilios College of Engineering and Technology, Thiruvananthapuram, PAD Dr. V.B. Kolte College of Engineering, Punjab University, Chandigarh, PTA College of Engineering, Pimpri Chichwad College of Engineering, PCCOE Pune, PSNA College of Engineering, Pune Vidyarthi Grihas College of Engineering Technology and Management, Pune, Rajyanand Sansthan Bhopal, RMK College of Engineering, then Sankar Chand Patel University, Visa Nagar, Visnagar, Gujarat, Shiksha O Anusandhan, Odisha, SNJB's late South KB Jain College of Engineering, Chandwad, District Nasik, Sri Sai Ram Engineering College, Chennai, TKM College of Engineering, Kollam, Kerala, University of Engineering and Management, Jaipur, VNR, Vignana Jyoti Institute. Thanks to all our volunteers also for your discipline, humility, tireless effort, and smiling presence embodied the very values this conference stands for. You reminded us that service itself is a powerful platform of education. Last but not the least, every institution and every individual who directly or indirectly supported this conference to get into this successful shape. As we conclude, let us remember that this is not an end, but a beginning. The reflections shared here must now find expression in classrooms, institutions, families, and society at large. If even one young mind finds greater clarity, compassion, and confidence to live in harmony with self, society, and nature, means then our collective effort has been truly worthwhile. So may the spirit of universal human values continue to guide us, connect us, and inspire us to work together for a happy and peaceful, humane world. Thank you all for being part of this meaningful journey. We wish safe travels to those traveling back. with renewed purpose and enduring inspiration. Thank you once again. Thank you, everyone. And again, we are going to have our evening session, which starts from 7, which is for the American countries. So we are again invited to join the evening session. Yes, yeah.